Dear friends, welcome to this devotional gathering centered on the virtue of endurance. Throughout the Bahá'í Writings, endurance is described as a vital spiritual quality, one that enables the soul to remain steadfast through trials, patient in adversity, and hopeful amid difficulty. Endurance is not passive resignation. It is active faith, sustained by trust in God and confidence in His wisdom. Life inevitably brings hardship, loss, and uncertainty. Yet the writings assure us that such trials refine the soul and awaken latent spiritual powers. Endurance allows us to persevere without bitterness, to grow without despair, and to transform suffering into a means of nearness to God. As we reflect together on these sacred passages, may our hearts be strengthened, our faith renewed, and our capacity for patience and steadfastness deepened. O Son of Man, for everything there is a sign. The sign of love is fortitude under my decree, and patience under my trials. He that attaineth this station is numbered among the truly steadfast. Endurance in the Bahá'í teachings is inseparable from love of God. It is through patience in difficulty that the sincerity of faith is revealed. Trials are not punishments, but opportunities for growth, calling forth strength, humility, and trust. Through endurance, the soul learns reliance upon God rather than upon circumstance, and gains a firmness that cannot be shaken by adversity. Bahá'u'lláh, the hidden words. Be not dismayed by the changes and chances of this world, for they are ordained by God for the training of the soul. The more grievous the trial, the greater the capacity for endurance that is awakened within man. Through steadfastness and patience, the believer acquires spiritual strength and becomes a source of comfort and assurance to others. Here, endurance is shown as a divine instrument of education. Trials awaken latent virtues and prepare the soul for service. Bahá'u'lláh, gleanings from the writings of Bahá'u'lláh. Know thou that tribulations are the rain of divine mercy, whereby the earth of the human heart is made fertile. If thou endurest patiently, thou shalt behold the fruits thereof in due season. This passage reframes suffering as a form of grace. Endurance allows the soul to remain open, receptive, and hopeful, trusting that meaning and growth will emerge even when the outcome is not immediately visible. Bahá'u'lláh, Tablets of Bahá'u'lláh. The greater the tests and trials, the more glorious the victory. Be thou confident, therefore, and steadfast, for endurance in the path of God is the cause of spiritual illumination, and the means whereby the soul is lifted into the realm of divine assurance. Endurance is here portrayed as a pathway to victory, not worldly triumph, but inner transformation and spiritual clarity. Abdu'l-Bahá, selections from the writings of Abdu'l-Bahá. The friends of God must learn to endure hardship with joy and to accept difficulties with serenity, for it is through such endurance that character is perfected and the soul is strengthened. This teaching invites a radical shift in perspective. Endurance not as mere survival, but as a conscious spiritual response to life's challenges. Abdu'l-Bahá, Star of the West. Endurance is a sign of faith and patience, a proof of certainty. The soul that perseveres through hardship grows in assurance and becomes steadfast in the covenant of God. Here, endurance is directly linked with faithfulness and spiritual maturity, marking the believer as one firmly rooted in trust. Shoghi Effendi, the Advent of Divine Justice. When the believer is tried, let him not falter. Let him remember that endurance attracts divine confirmations and that every hardship borne with patience draws the soul nearer to God. Endurance is thus a magnet for divine assistance and inner peace. Shoghi Effendi, Messages to the Baha'i World. Fear not, neither be thou dismayed. God is with thee. These words encourage endurance by anchoring the soul in divine presence rather than circumstance. Bahá'u'lláh, Gleanings from the Writings of Bahá'u'lláh. Patience is the key to joy. Through endurance, sorrow is transformed into wisdom and peace. Abdu'l-Bahá, Paris Talks. He who endureth with faith will attain spiritual happiness. Endurance leads not merely to survival, but to inner fulfillment. Abdu'l-Bahá, Promulgation of Universal Peace. Be steadfast in the cause of God, for steadfastness is the foundation of all success. Endurance sustains progress when immediate results are unseen. Bahá'u'lláh, Tablets of Bahá'u'lláh. Without patience and endurance, no great work can be accomplished. This principle applies equally to spiritual growth and service to humanity. Shoghi Effendi, Letters from the Guardian. The tests of life are blessings in disguise. Endurance allows the believer to uncover the blessing hidden within difficulty. Abdu'l-Bahá, Paris Talks. Steadfastness under trial is the sign of a soul that hath found refuge in God. Such endurance is an expression of trust and surrender. Abdu'l-Bahá, Selections from the Writings of Abdu'l-Bahá. The patient soul is beloved of God. Endurance draws divine love and favor. Bahá'u'lláh, The Hidden Words. Dear friends, as we conclude this devotional on endurance, we are reminded that patience and steadfastness are not signs of weakness, but of profound spiritual strength. Through endurance, the soul learns trust, gains clarity, and becomes resilient in faith and service. May these sacred words remain with us in times of ease and difficulty alike, guiding us to meet every circumstance with courage, patience, and hope. This is now a time for anyone who wishes to share a prayer, a reading, or a reflection. Otherwise, let us remain in quiet meditation, allowing these teachings on endurance to settle gently into our hearts.